Good morning.
Good morning, folks. Well,
Hi,
I know I'm pretty, but I don't look like Ann.
Oh, you are a good stand-in for Ann Scott. Hello, everyone.
Last week's mic issues, she didn't have an issue until she went to go live again this morning, and I'm like, I can't hear you. So we've been in the background, and she's been a little busy beaver trying to figure things out.
She sure has.
Almost
well,
feel
let's
sorry.
say good morning to Wendy from Hard Knock Farm. Wendy was first one in here. She beat the major today.
No, let's see it.
Scott, you have any? All right, get you. Okay. So, good morning, Major. Salute, Major. Salute you. And Lila, Duke was next. Lila is still in the hospital. Yeah.
You're running out of time there, Lila. Come on, girl. See, your room's right there on the boat.
Well, she's in the hospital getting good care.
Well, she's getting herself an extra 10,000 miles. Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's not bad. That's okay. Well, we're so glad you're here this morning. You know, Scott, it's a week before Christmas.
It'll be all over by this time next week.
Well, we'll be doing
it'll be Christmas Day. If you have young children, it will. Yeah, young children, it will be over, because I know mine. Right. Now, 2 out of the 3 could sleep half the day, but my middle child. So I
yeah, go ahead.
We're evil. We're evil as parents. So Kyle might have been. He was just a tot, and Brooke, my middle, she has always loved Santa.
Oh.
And she's loved Christmas. Like, she's got a Christmas countdown on her phone. 365.
That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, but she's like her dad, she's a giver. And she goes overboard, and she saves all year for Christmas.
Oh.
So I guess she would have been about 10 years old. No, she couldn't even been that old. She would have had to been like 6 or 8, something like that. Mm-hmm. And Debbie's like, I hear Santa Claus. She freaked.
Oh,
she absolutely freaked. That because they were always told that if Santa sees them, Santa will just go away.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my goodness.
To this day, actually, the other night, we were sitting and we were roaring. And she was so angry with us. Oh, it was. But it's just like little memories like that,
It is.
That's what it's all about. Absolutely.
I think when I was about 8 or 9, Ann was born, but we lived in this world anyway. Anyways, we I you don't swear, but anyway, I swore that I saw Santa Claus in the sky. I looked out the window. I must have seen an airplane or something, but it was Santa to me. And I'm just like, I freaked out because I thought I really, really caught Santa Claus. And I still remember that. And that's been 60 years ago. Hey, we want to say good morning to Becky. Becky's here. Good morning, Becky. And look who's here, Scott. They're on the road again. Jesse Girl at Lazy Days Ahead, which means that Jesse is listening to us today.
Well,
Kimberly. Oh, Kimberly. Wendy said, I can't put it up because I didn't log in today. But Wendy said, I cried when I found out there was no Santa. I was devastated. So I didn't do Santa with my kids. Yeah, I know what you mean. Santa, our children, we taught them that Santa, St. Nicholas was a real person, and that he really did give gifts out. And, he's a saint. He's a St. Nicholas. And here recently, if anyone has Discovery Plus and you watch Expedition Unknown with Josh, he just did a whole story on St. Nicholas, on Santa Claus. Yeah. And, I might watch it again this week before Christmas. It was so good. It was so good. He actually went over to the European countries that, St. Nicholas lived in. And it was an awesome show. Ann right now will be with us in a few minutes. Ann's microphone is not working this morning. So she said for Scott and I to go ahead and open up the show and take over until she can get the mic resolved. Exactly. Major Santa is real. Well, we keep Santa in the heart real, as far as giving. That's right. Well, the Grinch knows it, doesn't he? When he started giving, what happened to his heart? It
grew 10 sizes.
Yeah, and I've watched 2 Ebenezer Scrooge movies lately. I watched it, with Jim Carrey, the animated kind of. It's not animated. Well, it's animated. And then we watched it with George C. Scott.
So, if Scrooge. You want to see real life situations, I do recommend. I've jumped into a rabbit hole the last few days. And search on YouTube Secret Santas.
Okay.
There's one, I believe it's in Ohio. And they they give out it's $500,000 a year. This gentleman donates to the radio station, and the radio station goes around. And usually everybody gets a car. And the one lady, her husband isn't well right now. These are reruns, but you can still see ones of today. And it's called Secret Santas. And you're just sitting there, and you got that big old water that starts and
I know.
It warms your heart. I'll put it to you.
It tugs on them heartstrings. I've been following one from East Idaho News. His name is Nate, and they have a person.
That's exactly who I started watching. Was Nate?
Yeah, $1 million. $1 million, and I think it's been for the last 10 years. And I think East Idaho News. I hadn't seen the Ohio. I'll look them up. But
it's East Ohio, so it is Ohio. So it's Nate.
It's East Idaho.
It's Nate.
Yeah, Nate. Oh, love him. Love the whole crew.
So they're up to $1 million. See,
they're up to $1 million now.
2 or 3 years behind because, I follow it from the start. And work, so I'm just starting into the 2023 season. So
it was good last year. Absolutely,
they're just starting. They haven't announced yet how much they're going to do for the year, but oh my goodness, it is such just heartwarming stories of people that are down on their luck and people send nominations in, and it's just warms your heart to no end.
Well, I was just thinking, get this one. Well, can I tell you one that's you're going to catch up with eventually?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to tell you one from this year? Just one. There was last February, there was a lady. Oh, Joe, fix it for you.
Hey,
Good
Joe.
morning. Ann will be here as soon as she can join us. But there, Scott, you're going to see one from this year where last February, this gentleman's wife, he's a police officer. She was sick. That when they married, everything was fine. They were happy. And then she started having a debilitating disease, and they could not find what was wrong with her. Well, Scott, it turned out she had ALS. And
that is just a nasty disease.
Yeah. And she wrote a letter last February, and she couldn't write it. Nothing but her eyes worked. And she typed out one letter at a time with her eyes through the machine that they have for ALS patients. Yeah. And she wanted to nominate her husband. She said, I know I won't be here Christmas of 24, but I'd like to nominate my husband. And sure enough, Scott, when the letter got rejected back in February, they mailed it out, her and her friend, in February. Of course, it came back because they weren't accepting letters in February of last year. So her friend resubmitted it this year, and East Idaho News, Nate and them chose it this year. And I got to tell you, they blessed him. What he wanted, what she wanted for her husband, he wanted a place in their backyard where he could go out and read a book and relax and be, have time by himself. So they gave him $15,000 to remodel his backyard.
Wow, that's amazing. Hey, Rochelle,
isn't that something?
But and just if I can, Rochelle.
Oh, I know it's
major. I'm going to be in Toronto. I think we're going to try to get together on the Saturday night, the 19th, I think. I do believe it's going to be the 19th that we get together, and we're going to celebrate all 3 birthdays. So myself, Rochelle, and my other friend that's on council, our birthdays are all January 29th. So we're gonna have a get together.
Good morning. That's awesome. That is just wonderful.
Wasn't me.
Joe, fix it.
Always Santa
Wasn't
Claus. Me.
Well, I think someone was saying when they found out there was no Santa Claus, they were devastated. So I guess
that's my middle.
I think it's January the let me look up here, 18th. That's a Saturday.
Okay, then it's either I think it's the 18th because I've got
Scott,
meetings with ministers and provincial appointees, and I gotta get dressed up in monkey suits, and
we forgot to click in today. Okay, clink, clink, clink. There we go. Everyone, get your coffee, get your tea, get your Mountain Dew, whatever you drink.
Power hour.
And Rochelle said I have the 18th put on my calendar.
Okay, I'll be in touch with you whenever we get closer. But
well, you know what, Scott, I'm the the gal of Ann and Lynn that tells what's today and birthdays and what happened on this date in history, and so I'd like to say a few birthdays this morning.
Well, let's do it.
All right, 1980, Christina Aguilera was born in 1980. 1964. Yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin was born in 1964. Isn't he a WrestleMania guy?
He's a wrestler, yeah.
He's a wrestler. He's an American wrestler, actor, and producer is what it says. Okay, here we go. 1963. We're going back another year. Brad Pitt was born. He's an American actor and a producer. And everyone probably knows this next person, or at least you know his movies. 1946, Steven Spielberg was born, an American director. And speaking of movies, I bet, Scott, we could name a few of his movies, don't you think?
Oh, my goodness. See,
yeah.
It's like, yeah. It seems like whenever he's a producer, he doesn't have, okay movies. They're either hits or not. There's no in between.
Yeah. No, and I'd say the majority of them are hits for some reason. Of course, he's got some of the best actors, talented actors in his shows. But today, now Lisa won't. Jesse's girl at Lazy Days Ahead, she's on the road, so she can't do this one today. But today, December the 18th, is Bake Cookies Day. Bake cookies. I know their saying is, you gotta just love Bake Cookies Day. I'm going to take the easy way out this year, everybody. I was at Walmart the other day, and they have the big vanilla cookie packet, and you just slice them and bake them. I think that's what I'm going to do. I always make my own homemade Christmas cookies when I make them. But this year I think I'm going to hit that easy button.
So I made fudge, homemade fudge.
Oh, love fudge.
Amazing. It's a family recipe of Debbie's. Her grandma used to make it, and the kids aren't really into fudge, but this stuff doesn't get granular. It's almost like pliable. Oh my god, it's the old time fudge.
Right.
Oh,
it's smooth.
And I nailed it.
It's velvet. It's velvet fudge.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was. Debbie's like, oh my god, and I'm like, what? She's like, have you made this before? I'm like, honey, it's your recipe. No. And
oh my god.
She said it's just excuse me, like your grandma used to make. So.
Oh my gosh. Well, I just might have to try my hand. I have not. I made fudge one time from scratch, where you put it in the cast iron pot and you stir it and you put that sugar in. And that is, if you can master that, you're really a good fudge maker too. The old fashioned kind, because it does go grainy, doesn't it? It's granular with all the salt crystals in it, or sugar crystals. I want to say hi to Conquest Josh. Hi, Josh. Morning.
Oh, and there's my beautiful sister.
There's your sister, nephew. Yep. There she is.
She's busier than a beaver with about 6 pounds of wood behind her. Just going.
Well, we share a calendar on our phones. Ann and Grace and Fire, Glinda and myself, we share a calendar, because let's say, she's driving to an appointment. Yeah. Let's say that we want to go to the Goodwill bins, right? You have to check the calendar and say, are you available? Yep. It looks like she's available. I'll call her. I'll call Ann. I'll call, Glinda. We'll go.
Mm-hmm.
I used to cater candy, and my most requested is peanut brittle, bourbon balls, oh my gosh, and fudge, along with old-fashioned peanut patties.
Now, I know what made my fudge, and don't tell him.
What?
Because I would not tell him publicly.
Okay.
But it might be Miss Lisa's vanilla.
Oh, yes. Speaking of Miss Lisa's vanilla.
Miss Lisa.
No. Yeah. I was watching their live Saturday night, and of course you were watching their live Saturday night, and that first wheel, the good wheel, ding, vanilla, and they won the vanilla for the night. And then what was I going to say? It was the first time they'd ever won a bottle of vanilla. And then Jesse asked them if they wanted to go to the Grinch side. They went, nope, 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 nope.
Well, that's it. And I'm always especially this close to Christmas. If I'm going to win anything, I'm giving it away. And it was really cool that I won like one of those Grinch things that it was able to fit Bunky. And
yes.
Oh, Bunky is just, she knows how to pull on heartstrings.
Yeah, she's a sweet. They all three girls are just lovely, lovely girls, and so bubbly and so smart, so intelligent. I mean, come on. I was just looking up here. Good morning, Jerry. Good morning. Butler Family Farm is in the house. Let me go back up here. Wendy said, trying to get ready for the next growing season. And so right now, if you want to be in hashtag Survival Seeds 2025, you can join right now, can't they, Scott?
Absolutely.
They can put their opening video in. I haven't done it. I did not have good success. The only thing that grew for me was the squash and Watham, WOTAM squash. And I had one harvest of that. That was it.
So, see, I'm running into issues. I may take this year off. Like, I'm still going to obviously support the girls through donations and whatever else. But I do.
Yeah.
I'm contemplating taking a day or a year off, just strictly right whenever we're starting to get the fruits of our labor. I'm going to be in Seattle, and I can ask all I want.
Yes, that's right.
These kids are not going to do a garden. They're not going to be picking my garden so. And if I leave it for 10 days, the squirrels are going to get into it, and then they're just going to eat through absolutely everything. So then it's been a waste of time. So
right.
I don't know. I'm going to wait. I'm going to double check with my neighbor, see where he goes up north, and he's an ex-police officer, and he goes up north. He's retired now, but goes up north, and he's a security guard for a little native village, their hospital. And because of the opioids and whatever else up there, and the opioid problem in rural native, villages, they have to have armed security guards. And that's what he does. He goes up a month and then back for 2, goes up for a month, back for 2. So if I know he's going to be around next August, I know he'll pick the produce for me.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I just don't know about me getting involved in it yet. I'm just not sure yet. I'm not sure. I have plenty of time to think about it, I'm sure. Scott, and I wanted to say a few things about what happened in December 18th. I'm getting my 18s and 19s mixed up. Do you know, Scott, in 1966, How the Grinch Stole Christmas premiered on television? In 1966. Isn't that
Wow, that's
amazing?
even before I was put on the earth.
Well, I was on the earth and I was a teenager. I was a teenager when Dr. Seuss, it was a 26-minute long story. And yep, it says it follows the Grinch's attempts to steal Christmas from the Who's in
Mm-hmm.
Whoville. 1969, Scott. Whoa, that's a good year. I graduated high school. Project Blue Book concluded. They concluded Project Blue Book, and that is the United States Air Force announces closing of the Project Blue Book on December 18th, 1969. This government initiative aimed to investigate unidentified flying objects, UFO sightings, and it lasted over 20 years.
So
but now we know they've
in Jersey.
Yeah, they've reopened. Now they're not UFOs, they're UAP. Is that right, everybody in chat? I still say UFO. Okay. Right. Unidentified flying object.
But
UAP, I forget.
It's really neat that something like that is happening and they can't figure out what it is in New Jersey. And you can see
you believe that. I don't believe it.
I do. I believe there's some guy with a big old drone. That's what I believe.
I'm telling you, I've heard all the theories. I've heard the theories. They're all on YouTube, what the theories are, obviously. But I heard the other day, and I only heard it on the news or something, but it actually stopped airplanes. It actually interfered with airplanes. And it's like,
LaGuardia,
and you're going to let them continue this? Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So New York is affected. There's like 3 states now, I think. I don't want to say Connecticut, but it's a state up that way. New Jersey, New York, and there's another one.
Delaware.
Everything they can do now.
Yep.
Delaware. It's Delaware. Everything they do now, right? And they can't do anything about the drones. That makes no sense. Sorry, people.
They know.
I think you need to open up Project Blue Book and.
Well, and I'm sorry, but they have to know, because as soon as I turn on my drone, the Canadian Avionic Agency or whatever knows the minute I turn on my drone.
Correct, because it's registered, and
even if it's not registered, it still goes back. And they know where I am. And it puts a
Major says they will only tell you what. Oh, absolutely. You can only go up so high. And yes, absolutely. The major said they only tell you what they want to tell you. And now that is true. That's very true. Speaking of launching, in 1999, NASA launched Terra satellite. The Terra satellite was a joint mission of NASA, and several international space agencies. So in 1999, it monitors the Earth's atmosphere, oceans, and land to study climate change in environmental conditions.
Well, and they've already proven this whole thing is a boondoggle that, yes, are we being easy on the environment right now? Absolutely not. But there's a whole cycle of freeze, heat. Like, I knew in grade 5 that eventually we would warm up. Like, I was talking whenever we had 6-7 months of winter, we knew that we would get down to, say, 2 months. Like right now, it's above, it's about 40. Well, we're just about, if it keeps this up for another 2 days, we're going to have a green Christmas. And we just had a foot of snow last week.
Yeah, and now you're going to have a no white Christmas, right?
Well,
oh no, yesterday
across the road is green. Like the wee little bit of frost where it blew in. That's it.
Yeah. It was in the 50s here yesterday in our area. And Conquest Mama, good morning. Welcome in. She says, I'd be more concerned with the flying spiral orbs that look like Ezekiel's will. I have seen those. I've seen it's an orb, Scott, and then it has a band around it. It looks like Saturn. It looks like Saturn, the planet. And but they go like this, and then yet you've got this. I've seen that on television through videos that they've shown. So that's interesting. And speaking of the environment, can you believe this, Scott? In 2001, Enron filed for Chapter 11. This was the largest corporate bankruptcy in American history at the time, and it led to increased regulations and oversight of public companies. Enron had the great oil spill, did they not?
I believe so. Miss Lisa might be able to clarify that, but I'm sure it was Enron that had the big oil spill in the Gulf.
I'm sure. And that's when they used Dawn dish soap to they still advertise Dawn dish soap with the little birds, and they're getting the oil off of them, They said Dawn cuts the oil off of the little birds. Well, let's see here. Let me tell you what else. 2009, another director by the name of James Cameron, he brought Avatar to the movies. I've never seen Avatar or Avatar 2. I've never seen either one.
Oh, really?
I just know they're blue people or blue something. Right? They're blue.
Yeah.
Okay, 1941. This is really interesting. Bram Stoker's first horror novel, Dracula, was copyrighted. Ooh, Dracula. It was copyrighted in the United States. I know, 44 years after its initial publication. That's Bram Stoker's Dracula. I have not seen that movie either, the Bram Stoker Dracula. I think it's pretty bloody and scary, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No worse than the rest. Oh yeah, I love Dracula.
I
was so.
I guess I like Bela Lugosi's Dracula. I'll stick with him. This is really cool. In 1849, the first ever adhesive U.S. revenue stamps were issued. Wow. Can you imagine that? Oh, and the revenue from the stamps. So the first stamps in 1849, they were to collect taxes on alcohol, tobacco, and other luxury goods. Can you believe that? Another way of taxing people, the stamps.
Well, it's to the point now over in the Great White North, they tax the tax, which is illegal. I still haven't figured out how the heck they can get away with that.
Wow. Look at what Conquest Mama put in there, Scott. Yeah. King Charles is the real descendant of Dracula. Dracula may be why his portrait was entirely in the red.
And the blue people are
help us out. Who was Dracula based off of? That's right. Smurfs. Papa Smurf.
Smurf.
Keith Richards was born in 1943.
Oh, wow.
That goes back a day or two.
Uh-huh.
Would the Smurfs be in the 80s or late 70s?
I'd say 80s.
My boys, yeah, because my sons were born like 78 and 80.
Yeah, you see, because I'm trying to think. I was born in 73.
What?
And it would be, I grew up on the Smurfs, so it would be the 80s.
Yeah, and we watched the Smurfs as a family. Saturday morning cartoons. Come on. They had TGFY. Thank goodness it's Friday, and they had that lineup of all the great family shows on Friday night, and then Saturday morning you got up. The kids could get up on their own, and we could let them watch morning cartoons because you had the Smurfs and different ones. Yeah. Conquest. Josh said it is Vlad the Impaler. Vlad the Impaler. That was where Dracula was based off of. Vlad the Impaler.
I'm going to take your word for it because I don't know.
Oh, Scott. Josh liked Scooby-Doo was the best.
Oh, that's another one that we used to grow up. We grew up on with Scooby-Doo and Smurfs and, you name it. All the big fun shows that we grew up on, they were like late 70s to early 90s. That was...
I'll tell you. Yeah, they were good cartoons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Captain Caveman.
Oh, let me ask you, did you know, did you watch Pee Wee Herman Playhouse?
I didn't really like Pee Wee, but I would watch it. I just, his little high voice squeak just drove me nuts.
Yes. I know. And then all the quirky character people that he had on. And then the chair he would talk to I think it was a blue chair, and where the cushion is and where the chair was, right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then he had a movie called Big Top came out. Oh my gosh. Hey, we're getting some more
Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. Wow. Absolutely. It's all in that era.
Yes. Roadrunner. Beep, beep,
yeah.
Beep, 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 beep. And it was always the Acme company, ACME, Acme Company. He'd pull out something. Of course, it wouldn't work, would it?
No.
Captain Caveman. Oh, my goodness.
I know. That's going back to the 70s, Rochelle.
Oh, sorry, Mama. Yeah. Well, I grew up. I'll tell you a fun fact. The Flintstones, when they came out, they were shown in the evening. They were shown at night because they were billed as a cartoon for adults.
Yeah, prime time. Yeah.
Prime time Flintstones. Yes.
And Conquest Mama, don't you worry about it. Take your time. It's all good.
Oh, and then
Strawberry Shortcake. Oh my God. That was a chick flick.
Yes. I remember Kung Fung Fooey. And Josh says we were watching Black and White Gunsmoke on the Western Channel with my grandma the other night. Oh, yes.
Mm.
You can't go wrong with a good, safe Western.
Exactly. Hey, Nanny.
70s or 60s, though.
Yeah, Nanny Tam's in the house.
Wonder Woman, Bionic Woman. Oh, yes. Kung Fung Fooey, #1 super guy. He was. Oh, my gosh. Now, those cartoons probably couldn't be on TV now with the way.
Oh,
no,
absolutely not.
Although maybe, Scott, there's hope for us. Maybe there's hope for us. People are kind of getting tired of the, what's going on where you can't say nothing. If we all say it, hey, they got it. You can't all. This is something for the major. It says in 2000, the UK government released a new version of the pound coin. The United Kingdom introduced a redesigned version of the pound coin. Good grief, corny. incorporating new security features to reduce the risk of counterfeit coins entering into circulation. So if that's true or not, I don't know. I just read it. But in 2000, they issued you a new kind of pound coin. Wow. Oh, Nanny Tam. Good morning. Good morning. I think Nanny Tam was a winner the other night on Lazy Days Ahead. I think you were a winner.
I think everybody was pretty much a winner that night.
Well, let me just change the subject for a minute. What about Glenda's Saturday night at 4:45 Eastern time? It's Saturday night chat. What about what she gave away, Scott? She gave away a bidet. She gave away a bidet because it got so stinky in there and up so deep. She decided she'd better give away a bidet. And
I'm telling you, if you don't have a bidet, you don't know what you're missing. And don't
Nanny
say
Tam
a shot of
won the knives. I knew you did, Nan. I knew it was something good.
Yeah.
Yes. And that was on Jesse and Lisa's. Oh, Wendy is listening because she's cooking she's got to cook breakfast. A friend will be there in a little while. And yeah, I know we're sick of what's going on. But you know what? They can't get us all if we stand up together.
That's the problem, though. Everybody just doesn't want to they don't want to stick their necks out on the line because they will be labeled.
Right, that's right. Rochelle says, if you don't have a bidet, you have a dirty bum.
Amen, sister.
I'll be honest. I was kind of hoping I'd win that bidet, but I didn't win it, so that's okay. Scott, have you ever seen King Kong?
Yes.
Okay, in 2005, there was another King Kong put out, another one. And this one starred Naomi Watts, Jack Black, and Adrian Brody. I will admit to you, I cannot watch King Kong anymore. All the remakes, and I'm sorry, I just don't watch King Kong. I know what's going to happen. Cameraman likes King Kong. Oh, okay. Help me out here, Lynn. Can you shout out Cobain? Oh, Cobain, Josh's grandmother. She's listening and she doesn't have a clue. Oh, how do you? Well, shout out to Josh's grandma. Let's shout her out, Scott.
Hi, Grandma.
Good morning. And I know you're listening, but Ann and I, we give granny kisses. Ann is not joined us yet, so maybe she won't this morning. But I'm going to give you some granny kisses. And here they come. I'm going to give you 3 of them, Grandma. Mwah, mwah, mwah. There you go. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Conquest Mama. Oh, Scott, I got some more good information today. I am just full of information, but hey.
Well, sometimes it's correct. Yeah. Sometimes maybe not.
Sometimes I get double checked, but I get it from the internet.
Just like
it's got to be right, Scott.
Just like Jesse and I playing with you that one day that,
I know.
And it's Thanksgiving in Canada. Yeah, 2 months ago.
Well, and they get it right there. Scott, are you telling me everything I read on the internet is not true? I can't believe that. You're going to shatter my...
I would never shatter your outlook.
My image of the image of the internet.
And, then you got Jesse who fact checks on the internet.
I know.
Because you got the information off the internet. Oh, boy.
That's right. He's not fact checking me. He's fact checking the internet. That's right. Scott, in 2017, SpaceX Falcon 9 launched and landed on this day. So that's been 7 years ago. Elon Musk SpaceX successfully launched and landed its Falcon 9 rocket for the first time, making a milestone in reusable, rocket technology. Isn't that cool?
It doesn't matter what you think of the man. He has built such a tremendous he's brilliant.
Yes, I forget his intelligence, but it's off the chart.
He's built such a team that it blows me away that, he's able to just drop these land to satellite things just into the orbit so that people can have fast internet around the world. And,
I know. What's that called, Scott? What's his internet called? Do you remember? I know it too. It just anyone know in chat what is Elon's fast internet?
SpaceX is the name. I'm drawing a blank.
Okay, anybody know what?
I know
Starlink.
Starlink, that's it. I've used it once on the NCL ship. And it was very, very, very fast. And that's a ship that's moving. Oh, yes. You get nothing for free on a ship.
Oh, I'm just asking. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you pay so much a day or a day, or you buy it as a package?
The way NCL is you get 150 free minutes, and if you want to turn it into like all inclusive, whenever we were on, I don't know what today's prices are, but whenever we were on, it was an extra $100, and that's for one. I put my phone on, and we would be able to use it unlimited. Now you couldn't you couldn't use it for streaming. It wasn't that fast. Like there's different levels.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, like for us right now, I already looked for the Alaska cruise because I was considering getting the unlimited streaming package. It was going to be like $270 or $370 for 7 days. So I think what I might do is just wait until I get to our different port of calls, and then use their free Wi-Fi while we're having a bite to eat. And that way it is free. Because they've already told me that I could stream our meeting, like our meet and greet at the beginning, because there's so many people that would like to see it. So the first morning, it's also a good thing for them, right? Because it's free advertising. For us to go live, and people to actually get on, and you never know, maybe we'll go for a walk after we're done our breakfast, and we'll do the casino pull, because that's going to be a couple hours after the meet and greet. And now we have to be very careful on what we show in the casino, but we can we can, as long as you're not showing the cards, there's no issues.
Okay. Yes. Great.
So yeah.
Oh, it's going to be fun. I know you all are looking forward to it so greatly. I know Glenda and Sir Grace are, and I know each one of you are. They're talking right now about something that the Jesse had on the dark side, he had that toothpaste, bacon flavored toothpaste, and then Glinda did a video on the testing it out, and then she followed it up with black gum. Black gum. Yes, it's just like a regular stick of gum. Good grief, gum. I had some, and it's like the strongest menthol. It just clears your nose right up. So if you have a cold and you can get black gum sticks, just a stick of gum, and yeah, it'll just open up your sinuses. Just
if I'm
like
not
that.
mistaken, she did it on. She bought the black gum off the internet, off of Amazon.
Yes, she did.
Believe.
Yes, and I think they used to get it in Japan. I'm pretty. I think that's where they found out about it. I could be totally wrong, but I think so. She's listening. Jerry says from Butler Family Farm, I will be going live a lot. So,
like I say, the only thing,
so
is we have a lot of folks that are traveling. We have a lot of folks that are traveling with us that don't necessarily want to be on the internet. So, just be respectful on who you videotape. Because I know there's it's a vacation. It's not a meetup. It's everybody, there's folks. Absolutely, it's going to be a lot different, and there's going to be a lot of folks that maybe never would have a drink, but they're on vacation, so they may have a drink.
Right, and might not want to be on videoed. Just because that's their privacy. That's true. It's their privacy. It's going to be.
Yeah, it's a fine line, and I'm not too concerned with it at all, because it is what it is. Everybody's on vacation.
Oh, that's right. Rochelle says, yes, I wouldn't want video of me drinking or in a swimsuit.
Rochelle, that's as long as you're having a drink and you're wearing
now, did you see where
you're breaking up.
Wearing, that's the opposite, that's the word, right? Me?
Yep.
Conquest Mom says that she uses OLBAS oil. Do you know what that is, Scott? OLBAS oil?
Nope. I can say that I honestly no idea. By the looks of it, it seems to be like a menthol oil that she puts on her pillow. But no, I've never heard of it.
Oh, Jerry's right. If you're in public, you're on a camera somewhere. And I know it's true here in the US. And I know over in London, in England, London has like millions of cameras. They have, millions of cameras. Yeah. I always say this, Jerry, when I'm out in public, there is somebody watching you and sees everything you do.
And that's not the issue.
No, I know
the issue is those are not being put all over YouTube.
Right. It's CTTV in Great Britain. CTTV. They watch you. They can watch you from the time you pull out of your driveway. They can monitor you all on the road, all your stops, and this is, I mean, where am I getting this information? I'm getting it from TV. Okay, I've not been able to go to England yet.
Let's face it, and the major can either acknowledge it or not, but they do need the cameras with what has been going on over there. And I don't know if I'd want to live in England right now.
Well, it's that way. You can say that now about every country. You know, a lot of Americans, they call them former Pats, patriot. Anyway, former Pats. They'll go down to South America, to Belize, Guatemala, and I don't know about that, Scott, anymore. They're called patriots.
Expatriates. Yep.
Yeah, and they'll move down south now because Mexico. But you know, I just can't see doing that.
So we have a
safety is.
Yeah, well, and we have a full community about 45 minutes from here that are draft dodgers from the U.S. And they came over and
Absolutely
made a community. And yeah, no, I agree 100% with you, Miss Lisa. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, no, they were draft dodgers from the U.S. from the Second World War, and they came and they're
and from Vietnam.
Yes, and the Vietnam War, and
right.
Yeah, it's crazy now. A lot of the folks that did the draft dodging are no longer alive, just their families.
Right.
But it's kind of neat. Like they're literally like the community's maybe 35 minutes from here.
Oh, it's quite neat. That I did not know that. Okay. Mm-hmm. I want to say good morning to Christine, Mrs. Gillian Farms. Good morning, Christine. We're so glad you joined us.
Absolutely, Miss Christine.
Right.
And one of them is my wife.
Right. Debbie is. Yeah.
She deals with and just like Christine, but Debbie deals with the sickest of sick people, and she doesn't want to be all over the internet on her days off. She wants to relax. She wants to kick up her feet. If she wants to have a drink, that's fine. But YouTube's my fun, not her fun.
Yeah. Right. It's all different. You don't see cameraman here, but he does come in occasionally into chat.
Oh,
and Glenda said she's still lurking. She's in the doctor's office now. Wow. Before we go, Scott, I found one more piece of interesting information.
Oh, we have like 3 minutes.
You know, I know. In 1892, now this is going back a day or two, the Nutcracker made its it came to St. Petersburg, Russia in 1892. And you know, I've never watched the Nutcracker all the way through.
Really? You've never seen the Nutcracker?
No. I think I'm going to have to sit down this week before Christmas, and I'm going to have to YouTube the Nutcracker.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen parts of it. I know that there's mice, and I know that there's obviously the Nutcracker, and there's all kinds of characters. But no, I've never seen it. This week we watched Home Alone. It's a Wonderful Life.
I love that movie. I love it. Whenever I just need a brain break, that's a
yes. Thank you. Yes.
Now, did you ever go see the movie that I recommended this week on Golden Pond? It is an old.
Golden Pond. I have not seen on Golden Pond. Henry Fonda and Catherine Hepburn. I know, and it's one of their last movies. I suspect that they've ever, one of the.
It honestly, if you've not seen that movie, you need to take an hour and a half and just watch it. And Jesse's the one old fella.
I will.
Tony is the other.
Yeah.
And you're the next time we talk, you are gonna belly laugh and say, "Oh my goodness,
okay.
I know exactly what you're saying now." Yeah.
Okay, I can do that. Yes, because that was I mean, I know that's a classic movie on Golden Pond, and I tell you what, that Catherine no Hep
You all
Catherine
poop.
what?
It's Hepburn, is it not? Yeah.
Hepburn. Okay, it is. It is. She lived to be really, I think, in her 90s. She lived a long life, and her movies spanned. Oh my gosh, her movies. She just the African Queen that was made back probably in the 50s. What a wonderful show, The African Queen. Yeah, Hepburn. I just got for a moment. I got my because there's another Hepburn. I think, and anyway, I just kind of.
So, Miss Lisa, yes, absolutely. They would also fit into Grumpy Old Men, but on Golden Pond, you have the two old poops that are constantly going at one another. I don't know. I like them both. Both of them are tremendous movies. And I'm not a movie guy. Right. If I can stay awake for an entire movie, it's a good movie. Because I'm usually out within 15 to 20 minutes of a movie.
You're sleeping. That's right. Grumpy Old Men was Walter Matthau and Walter Matthau was in the Grumpy Old Men, and I can see their pic. I can. Anne Margaret was
just
Anne Margaret was in that one.
Yeah, just the sarcastic end of Jesse and Tony. Oh, you sit there and you belly laugh. So, yeah.
Well, Josh, I'm just coming up with these off the top of my head. I have a lot of trivia in here. A lot of trivia. It's just getting it out.
Well, I watched
a lot of movies. I got something in there. I keep getting
Jack Lemmon.
In my head. I keep getting you got mail, but I don't have my phone with me. Thank you, Jack Lemmon, Walter Matthau, and Anne Margaret.
And again, Miss Lisa and Jesse are movie buffs. They love movies.
Oh, I know. He's recommended some. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I have never seen National Lampoon Christmas either with Chevy Chase.
Oh, that's
I am so sorry. I am
oh
so
my
bad.
goodness, that's you gotta get your list going, because that's another brain. You don't have to think; you just have to laugh. And yes, Josh,
and I've not. I know. Okay, I have to see it. Okay.
Oh my goodness, yes, that's right. Jane Fonda as the daughter of Henry. Right. See,
she was really good.
And my wife is also. Well, hello.
Well, hello there. I'm on my phone right now. Now I got an echo back, so hold on.
Wow.
I know, isn't that awesome? We can hear her.
Are you? I think she said she was getting a ring back.
You muted.
Your mic is muted.
There you go.
Hold on.
You sound perfect to us.
I'm on my phone.
You sound pretty good.
Thank you.
Troy Sutton. Well, hi, Troy. Welcome in.
Yeah, g'day, Troy. At least we can hear you now.
You can hear me. Oh, yeah. I know what I got to do. There we go. No ring back now.
Yay.
Well, you know what time it is? Do you know what time it is, you guys?
Technically, it's goodbye time, but we can do FaceTime if you want.
Okay, hold on. I can't hear you.
Oh.
I know. Hello?
Hi.
Okay, hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Well, then it's a good thing.
Are you guys really there?
Yeah.
I think I'm
We're
living
like
in an
those
alternate
drones.
universe.
Yeah, we're those drones that are just coming and
Yes.
going.
Yes. Yes, I'm affected by drones today.
Don't worry. Listen,
What?
don't worry. You don't have to worry. You don't have to be afraid of them. They're not going to hurt the public.
Oh, yeah. We think they're okay. We don't really know where they came from or what they're here for, but they seem pretty
No,
friendly. They're just flying.
don't worry. Don't worry.
Yeah, like the balloons that went over and surveilled our entire country. It's okay.
Oh, I thought that was only Alaska into Canada.
Right.
They went all the way across America.
It did all the way across.
From end. Okay. So before we go before we go any further, whoop, I'm looking here. I gotta look here. Here's what we're gonna do. We gotta have snack time before I go.
Well, I hate to tell you this. My refrigerator has no snacks in it.
Has what? Has what?
My refrigerator has no snacks. No snacks. Just coffee.
I understand.
No
Well, okay. Well, last week I showed. Oh, you got cashews. Oh, I really like cashews.
Everybody in my family has turned to these.
Oh yeah, and they're good for you.
Hugely fattening, but
they're good.
Just like they're a cluster, and you've got like
it's a good fat.
Different seeds and I tell you what, they are awesome. And they're not that much money, but you can only get them at Costco.
Oh yeah. Well, last week I showed this, and it's a little 100 calorie donut. It's fiber one, and it really looks and tastes like a donut. These are the chocolate on it. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's too bad they're so small. Okay, this week I have what? Well, just a second, Lynn. You've had the show. Let me go now. It's my turn. No, I picked these up at our local Kroger, and so it says from farm to table, and these are less calories than this is 100. These are 90. Chocolate chips, peanut butter, and chocolate chip. Ooh. And then s'mores. It's about lunchtime. Guess all. Now, Lynn, I rudely interrupted you. Please go right ahead.
Hey, Beth.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. Major said good morning to you. He said, hi, Ann. And Conquest Mama is saying, hi, Ann.
Good morning to you all.
Odyssey is here. Good morning. Good morning. Kimberly is having oatmeal and banana, cup of coffee, and
oh, that's good. Becky Benton had eggs. Oh, hey, Benton, U.S. Odyssey is here. How about that?
That's Beth.
Nice.
Right.
Well, I made a mess of this.
Yes. And for those who don't know, Ann is just joining us too, like you. Ann is just joining us.
Yes. Technical difficulties. It's the user, the operator. So I have this. I've never tried. This is the chocolate chip one. We'll see how that is. What's everybody else having?
Coffee, oatmeal, bananas, toast, tea time. Mama Conquest Mama is having Tetley tea time.
Nice.
Major, you make it time. Major, you better make time for tea.
No, it could be beer o'clock too. It's England. It's after lunch.
Yep.
Everybody needs a little, you know, everybody needs a little relax and to go into nap time.
Oh, yes. And I like to get my recliner in nap time. I like to. Now I had a little ring back. Can you hear me?
Well, I went on a big trip yesterday. Yeah, I hear you.
I wanted to know about that.
I went on a big trip yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got home. We were gone about 12 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only a 3-hour trip one way. But we did our grandson, youngest grandson. He was in his choir concert last night at the middle school. So we all packed up and we went up. And then after that, we went to McAllister's Deli and had dinner. Then we did Christmas exchange. We did our presents for our grandchildren.
How nice.
Oh, fun.
That was wonderful. They live about 150 miles north of us.
I was going to say, it's more, and it's snowy. That gets hit harder, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely. It's like living in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you all know Michigan. It's pretty. Then what I was going to say is we went over to their house after we had dinner because my other son bought my other son's drum set. So he had to load. So we had one vehicle and his Explorer, the seats in the back, one goes down or the other or both of them. So we had one seat down, cameraman sat in the back all the way home and all the way up there. And we had a drum set with us. And every once in a while, boom, 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 when the road was boom, 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 boom. Had a concert home.
I was going to say, your own concert.
Yeah.
Scott, I want to thank you for coming on today with Lynn and me now.
Yes, Scott, it was wonderful.
Anytime. I always enjoy coming on, you know.
Well, we appreciate it. I appreciate it, especially today. So I'll try to have this worked out by next week. I'm going to have, I think I'm just going to have to reset this thing. And
double check that your batteries
we won't be here next
hooked
week.
up.
No, this is electrical. I don't have any batteries. You know, I'm not running anything on battery. I'm sorry. Pardon me?
You're going to be out of town.
We're going to take off on New Year's Eve.
You're leaving town.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We're going to leave on New Year's or Christmas Eve. Yes, we did.
Oh, okay. You're leaving Christmas Eve.
We're going to drive.
I'm having some of your family at my house. Yeah,
I know. So
halfway.
Huh? Yeah. Yes. But I was like, can't we just go a day earlier? So we are, and
right.
And we're going to see if we can stay one extra night there. Probably won't because it's pretty booked, but I'm just like, let's just go. Right. Let's go. Let's go. But
ready to go. So are we going to do a video wishing everyone Merry Christmas and just have it like a premiere or something? I need not to be here. And so we're going to have to put a video out.
Well,
we'll tape a video, everyone.
We won't have a live stream next week. And we may do that. Right. We may do that if we can find time. And I can get my problems.
We got to find time. I do want to say this. Just remember to say a prayer for Jesse and Lisa. They are on the road again from Texas to Oregon. And that's a long trip. And we can follow along with their journey also. Sure, we tune in.
let's see. We still have our one lady here in the hospital. Did I see that?
Yeah.
Yes, Lila. Yes, Lila. We've said yes. And also, I also want to say that Conquest Josh is working on a new hunting video. It's going to be called Michigan Grand Slam, and it's one of his cousins. So be looking for that video to come out. It is the Grand Slam. So make sure that you do.
Oh my goodness, Nanny Tim, you're gonna have Conquest Josh like salivating from both sides of his mouth. A 20-point buck.
20 point.
Wow. I didn't know they could get like that.
They can, but just the rack. That's wow.
That's Major, you're not invisible. And say good morning, Major.
Oh, Major, I did, and I saluted you with my ink pen. I saluted you.
You're not invisible. No, you're not invisible.
Of course not.
There we go.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Major just said it.
Oh, 10 point. Okay, that's more reasonable. I was that is one heck of a breeder if you took a 20-point buck.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
That's a big old boy.
How old would that have to be, Scott? How old would that have to be, Scott, to be a 20-pointer?
Oh my goodness.
Would he have about 20 years old?
Well, no. Well,
it
would definitely have to be an older, like to survive.
Older.
To be a 20-point buck? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is everybody about ready for Christmas?
20-point bucks or 10.
I have to go, and I'm probably going to do wrapping this afternoon.
And are you ready?
Are you available this afternoon, Ann?
Am I available this afternoon? Yeah, if you're coming this way. Are you coming this way?
I don't know. I just might.
Okay.
I need to go to store and buy some. Everybody, our family Christmas that we do is this Sunday afternoon, the 22nd. So I'm not quite ready for. I have to pick up some gifts. And this year, guys, I think the theme is practical gifts. We're buying practical gifts like shampoo.
Can I show you? I can just show you. You want to see them? Some of what I got?
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see what you got for our family giveaway.
Okay.
We call it a family giveaway.
And that's what we've started
exchange.
To do with kids.
Mm-hmm.
We get what they want, not what we think they want.
Right.
So everything this year is what the kids have asked for. Like, you know, Kyle wanted a really expensive pair of shoes. He'd never spend it on himself. Well, it's Christmas time.
Correct.
So he's got a brand new, you know, unfortunately, they're stuck in the frickin' mail coming out of Texas. And I'm like, I said to Debbie, I'm like, why didn't you tell me you were ordering them from Texas? I would have had them drop ship to Jesse and Lisa and then ship to my U.S. post office. Oh
no. We lost Ann again.
She pressed the wrong
Wendy
button.
is making homemade soups. Yeah, freeze-dried goods and crafts. That's what we're being more like that. I'm going to make persimmon pudding and cut it up and put it in little containers because our family likes persimmon pudding. And then I'm going to
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, now we can hear you. Show us.
You can hear me?
There.
Okay. I can't hear you.
Well, show us.
Oh, here, now I hear you. Okay. And I couldn't get it to turn around. So, yes. So I'm not sure how this is going to look. Okay. These are just some things that I've gotten recently. Wait a minute. Can you see it, Lynn?
Oh, yes.
Mickey
I
Mouse?
see Mickey. I see Mickey and Minnie.
Well, I had to get a grandma bag of toys because for the grandchildren. Yeah, and now let me tell you.
great grandchildren.
Sorry, great grandchildren. Yeah. And these are, I got all these things at the bins, and I got like Minnie Mouse, and then when I went back, I found Mickey Mouse. So now I have both of those and some others down here. It's like a practical gift. So you get this. Can you see it?
Yep.
Hold on a second. That should be allowed. I think it'll work.
So if you go to more,
I saw toilet paper.
More camera back, it should show the opposite side.
Yeah. I have to click on it, so no, they're both good. Okay, so we're up there.
There you go.
So that works good. That works good. Okay, so I got this container, garbage can, and I have toilet paper. I have an air freshener. I have cleaning wipes, and yeah, I said air freshener, and they're all, except for the toilet paper, they're lavender. So I think
that's neat.
And then I have some mysteries. And then
mysteries.
Oh yeah, I got this little thing there at the bins, and I got this pillow, and I've got another one of these to put up in my room here. I've got fun. Okay, looky here. I got 2 of these.
Wow.
And what else? Oh, I got this pillow. Yeah, I like pillows. Oh, and my garbage can. And it's just like you don't know, you have no idea what you're gonna get when you go there. So there we go.
I know it's a mystery. Go to the bins. Well, Conquest Mama, I'm making Conquest Mama said I can't afford Christmas, so I'm making my gifts. I'm going to be making some of my gifts also. I'm going to have to do some baking this weekend. Yeah, or this Friday, I guess. This Friday. Yeah. I'm going to do it too. I'm going to do cinnamon pudding.
Yeah. And we do that.
I'm going to do
what?
Persimmon pudding.
Oh, yum. I like to think then so I can hear you.
Aunt Lynn's breaking up real bad.
I saw that. Yeah, we do the handmade stuff. Let's see. My middle one, she did the scrunchies for your washing your dishes. She crocheted those. She does that kind of 18 minutes. So and then Glenda, she gets, we search all year long. All this stuff is out in the but as soon as Christmas is over, we start buying all the stuff that's discounted, right, Lynn?
Nanny, I did the same thing. I made fudge this year.
Painting gifts. Oh,
wow.
Oh.
Awesome. Conquest Mama, I'm painting gifts. Guys, if you check out Elaine Jackson, is that right? Ann Elaine.
Mm-hmm.
She was saying that homemade pictures that you can paint homemade pictures like snowmen and different things. She was giving those away as gifts this year. She said, "I'm no artist, but I can paint a snowman in the sky," and I think it's wonderful. And yeah, Conquest Mom, yeah, she's the artist. Yes.
Yeah, so
absolutely.
Last year, all of our kids, they enjoyed, it's like a draw, and you go and draw your name. You go,
right? Yeah,
right. Numbers.
And you hope your numbers like 1, 2, 3 because you get first choice.
Yeah. So, but
what's like 14? You have to wait, don't you?
Yeah, and the kids, they really like it, our kids, and they requested it for this year.
Yeah. So, and last year there was a lot of practical gifts in the giveaway. There was the laundry soap and the dish soap and a lot of practical gifts, and everybody really, really liked it because, things are getting so expensive that if you can pick up, some extra laundry soap, hey, that's a good thing.
Well, every so often, Walgreens sales.
Okay.
$1.99 laundry soap. Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while they'll do that. Yeah. You gotta keep watching. I was there yesterday or the day before, and
yeah,
that had just kind of happened, and then they have a lot of stuff on clearance, and I'm like, some of it was like $1 cheaper, but anyhow.
Did you say Walgreens got their soaps on sale right now?
Some of it. It's not like they usually do.
Oh, okay. So, I won't go there then. Okay.
Yeah, it's not, like sometimes they'll have those 4 for $10, or buy one at the full price and get three, like buy one, get three, or buy one, get one. That's good on vitamins and stuff, but I like to do that when they're on sale.
Hey, everyone, Becky said this is her first Christmas without her mama. Becky, we just lift you up and surround you with love and prayers. We send our love to you, and we send hugs to you. We send hugs and God's comfort to you, Becky, because I know you're going to need it this year and several years to come and many more years. But bless your heart, just bless you.
Yeah,
we our mom is 94, doing well, but I tell you, one year we're gonna not have our mama, and yep. There's
that's Hank's chicken.
Hank, he likes chunky chicken.
Yes.
Well, he's chewed the nose off of it.
And that's, chicken is good for dogs. Well, I guess we have to go now.
We've been here longer today than we normally do.
I know.
An hour and a half.
We better let Scott.
It went fast. I tell you what, when you hang out with this group here, this is the best. This community is just the best, and I love hanging out with each one of you. And I hope to get to know you all a little bit better too in the coming year. We if we're not going to be here live to wish you a Merry Christmas next Wednesday, but we'll do a video. We'll do something, and just so that we're thinking of you and we're wishing you and yours a Merry Christmas, and Becky, that we're thinking of you and praying for you. And then we'll be back for New Year's. I think we can. We'll be back the Wednesday after New Year's, which is, let me look. We will be here on New Year's Day if you want to be, Ann.
Yeah,
January 1st. January 1st is New Year's.
Yeah,
we can all go over those New Year's resolutions. I'm going to lose 100 pounds this year, and I'm going to save $1 million. And
my resolution's not to make a resolution.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Not to make one.
I mean,
you're disappointed in yourself when you don't keep it in 2 weeks.
Right.
Exactly.
So then it makes me feel bad. They go, I'm a failure. You get all those. You get that kind of like feeling bad like that. So I just don't do it. But I would say I will be here all this year. Huh? January 1st.
Well, I'm going to come see you. I guess
Ooh. Well, we should sing happy birthday.
Oh, Troy. Well, we'll sing happy birthday to you. We'll put on our happy birthday crowns and early sing.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So you got to make sure, Troy, now you have to be here.
Right. If you want to hear happy birthday. Now, Troy, you're dealing with two older ladies. You may have to remind us, like, hey, today's my birthday. Did you remember?
Major, are you saying
birthday
the 1st of January also?
Major, is your birthday January 1st?
I saw that.
It must be.
And then the 29th.
I forget when horses have their birthday. The horses have it either.
Is Rochelle and I.
Yes. When is yours?
29th. Same as Rochelle.
Yes, you're going to be celebrating.
Rochelle is 29.
Of this month.
Of January.
Yeah.
And Rochelle.
January.
Oh, January. Well,
January.
Yeah.
And they're going to celebrate on the 18th.
Nice. Troy says he'll definitely.
If I'm going to come and see you, it takes an hour to get to you. I better get going.
Wait a minute. Where are you going?
Oh, cheated by one. That's right. To come see you.
Oh, okay.
Well, maybe I won't. I guess I won't if you don't want me to.
I've never said that to you. At least not to your face.
I know. I said I better get going. It takes, yeah.
I love it.
Well, I'm going to change my glasses. There we go. Oh, I got dirty glasses.
Lynn, they are going to be opening. What? It's the grand opening. Oh, it's open. What's today? Oh, it opened yesterday. Oh, boy. A new Goodwill. Oh, yeah,
Where?
I did. It opened yesterday. Down on 10th Street.
Do you want to go?
Well,
that would be like asking a beaver if they want wood.
Well, that would, I mean, it's a possibility. But you know what I found? It's what I found out, and I'm talking to somebody else in there the other day, and it's like when I see all these brand new things and, you know, things that brand new, and then other things that are just like brand new, you know, and so Vera Bradley purses, and so everything's by the pound. So you can load up your cart with purses or whatever else and come out of there, you know, for like $14 or $15, and you have your like 3 or 4 bags full of stuff. So then when you go to the Goodwill, or we go to another one, charity shop we go to, it's hard to pay full price for that stuff. Their price, even though maybe it was $20 originally, and they've got it down to like $5.99. And I mean, it's like, you know, especially at the Goodwill, because then when it'll end up over in the bins eventually. So I know it's hard to pay.
Yep.
That price. So, but you can find, like, they have. I found a whole bunch of videos, and I checked this out. See my little box?
Ooh.
And so
that's pretty.
Or it could be a makeup thing, or it could be put your stationery in. So I've got it set in here.
You jewelry, right?
Jewelry.
Well, Major said he's got to go. So bye, Major. We're getting, that's a pretty box. Well, Ann, I think I'm about ready to head out too.
Okay. All right. Scott, thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you, Scott, so much for being here.
Anytime.
Okey-doke.
Any place.
And we got that down in writing. Anytime.
Yeah, it's on video.
It's on video. It's got to be true. It's on YouTube.
Oh,
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Everybody.
So,
Thanks for hanging out with us today, and we do hope to see you next time. Make sure you have the little notification bell, and you'll know when we're live or have a video out. Okay.
And have a Merry Christmas. If we don't see you, have a very Merry Christmas, Scott. Thank you for moderating all this year for us. Thank you so much.
I'll be going tomorrow, Friday, and then I'll be live again next Thursday.
Okay.
All right. You're not going to be doing Procrastination Thursday.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. You said this year. Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah. Tomorrow is Thursday. Wake up.
I know. It's the week's kind of going fast.
Oh, I know.
Well, absolutely. It's like I have more meetings in the next week than I have in the last month and a half.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. I missed a board meeting last night. Gave them a week's notice that I would be out of town. So it all went well, I'm sure. They had a quorum. You have to have a quorum, and I'm sure they did. So
all right, you guys.
I know they did, or they'd be redoing it. So I know.
Shut us down.
Okay, love you all. Stay safe. Yep.
1, 2,
all right, some great kisses. Mwah. Mwah. Mwah.
All right, let's try that.
I froze.
You're still live.
Oh, praise the Lord. Oh, we're still live, Ann.
You're still live.
We're live. But I thought I was frozen.